applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Diffuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built the win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another great episode of FCC. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? So we have another wonderful episode for you guys today. We've got some NFL news to talk about. A lot is going on in OTAs this week. We have also our schedule for the AFC East and the NFC West. So we're going to be going over 8 different teams today. So we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. A lot of good stuff. Starting off with the fact that we had a wonderful trade this week. Myles Garrett to the Rams. Oh, who gets a cheer for that one? I have no idea. Well, I have plenty of idea. Look, you have a lot of money with Deshaun Watson. You have a lot of money with Myles Garrett. Which one did you think was going to be a better trade? You had to get one of those contracts off of your roster. And it's the only way you're going to be able to kind of rebuild, which is going to be behind Shadir. So regardless of the fact that Deshaun Watson is still staying on the team because they gave him an awful lot of money that they unfortunately just can't cut yet. And he's not tradable. So Myles Garrett was tradable with the amount of money that they gave him. So it was a good trade for the Rams. The Browns lost a lot. I get it. They traded the rookie of the year defensive player or the rookie defensive player of the year. I get it. I got it. He's a good player. But you lost Myles Garrett, my guy. I get it. Contract, look, this is the business part. I told you guys, in this part of the season, before the season starts, when the trades is over, when we're in OTAs, this is where business happens. And this sometimes business sucks. And for the Browns right now, they have a lot of money on the books with Deshaun Watson. They cannot trade. They can't get rid of that money. They got it. The best option for them was to trade Myles Garrett. Now, Myles Garrett, he's in a happy place. I'll tell you that right now. He's in sunny California. The stadium's nice. It's always filled. A lot of stars. It's gonna be he's gonna put on a show. Does this mean the Rams make it to the Super Bowl? I give them a fighting chance in the NFC Championship game. I do think this gives them so much more on defense. They have a great offense still, 2 running backs, 2 great receivers. They have an MVP quarterback, and he's got at least 3 amazing years left with that arm, I believe. Will that lead him to another championship? It could, but I'm not quite sure. He's in a better environment. I like the trade. I thought it was great for the Rams. And we're going to see some great football from Rams defense this year. AJ Brown to the wide receivers. AJ Brown to the Patriots this week as well. So a lot has happened so far in June. I do like the trade for AJ Brown. He looks happy. He looks well rejuvenated. They told him to move up here to the spot. He said, "No, I want to earn my spot." So he's playing good boy right now. He's looking good in training camp. He's looking crisp. He's getting his routes in with Drake May. So he, it's a happy foundation for AJ Brown right now. For the Eagles, well, I don't know if it's happy or unhappy. I don't like the news of hearing that their drafted wide receiver is in OTAs dealing with a hamstring injury. I have a couple fellas in AJ and Kev in the chat. They told me don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. They don't even want their players on the field. So, maybe the camera pointed at him, or maybe he just wasn't supposed to be on the field and, he wanted the attention. I don't know. But for me, not a good look at OTAs. But I don't think it's, oh my God, Eagles be worried. No. We'll wait and see in training camp. We'll wait for preseason. We'll wait for week 1 before we make any judgments. Again, a lot of people were just scared of Jamar Chase, his rookie season, because he had a lot of drop balls in training camp. You have to understand college speed is different from NFL speed, and the way he uses his hands and his speed. It's a lot to kind of catch up to. I drafted him. Now I drafted him late, but he was my third wide receiver because everybody let him fall. Nobody wanted Jamar Chase. He went to the Super Bowl that year, and I won a championship that year because I had Jamar Chase. I just want people to know that. So don't be too concerned in OTAs unless he was carted off the field, which he wasn't. Now, again, for me, it's not a good look just because of trading AJ Brown. And now your supposed number 1 is dealing with hamstring OTAs. For media purposes, it just doesn't look good. But at the same time, it is OTAs. We're not even in training camp yet. Let's relax a little bit. But for me personally, it's just not a good look. You know what else ain't a good look? Hey, Packers. Why? Who the hell is Christian Watson, and why does he need $110 million? For what? Well, oh my God, the dude can't even average over 600 yards. He can't even average. Come on, this is absolutely ridiculous. Probably one of the dumbest contracts I've ever seen in NFL history. I have never liked Christian Watson. I have never seen anything good about Christian Watson. And you end up paying him $114 million, and I think a $30 million signing bonus. So he didn't even get no guaranteed money. You don't even believe in him. You get for what? So what you got the contract for? You couldn't franchise tag this dude? You just couldn't give him $20 million a year? You gave him a contract that where the moment he shows a flash of he's consistent, you're gonna trade him. That's what you're gonna do. That's a bogus contract, bro. And he didn't deserve it. He don't deserve that money. No, that guy is not. He can't average over 600 yards a game. When did we start paying receivers money like that? Like, are you serious right now? No. But when you take on a double team, okay, when you handle 2 grown men on your back consistently, no matter who the quarterback is, well, now you get a deserving contract like that of Drake London, $141 million. Oh, he deserves every doggone penny he got because that's a wide receiver. Christian Watson, you can learn a lot from this guy. He knows how to catch a football. He knows how to average over 1,000 yards a season. So his contract is very well warranted. I like it a lot. Will it be warranted this year with Tua? I'm not going to say no, but I'm looking at, let's see what he can do with Tua. I like this. Hey, let's see what he can do with Tua. Contract signing year. You got Tua as your quarterback. I ain't too excited about that, but let's see what Drake London will do. He's still a number 1 wide receiver in my book, and he got paid like one. Will I be drafting him in fantasy football? Oh, hell no. You know, Coach, I don't draft number 1 wide receivers. Oh, man. All right, so in other NFL news, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, but he looks good. The man looks amazing. I know he's got the brace on, but he's turning around in circles. He's got his he's turning the hip. He's turning the leg. I am noticing he is tiptoeing as he plants. It's OTAs. He's being careful. You know who ain't at OTAs? Malik Neighbors. He's being real careful because he can barely move that leg. I'm so sad for that kid. But as excited as I am about Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's been cited. Oh, broke my heart because I had him on my team when he went down, and when he wouldn't come back for a year and a half. Guess what, guys? It's been a year and a half. Tank Dell has been cited on the practice field. He is cutting that leg. He's looking good with his tippy toes. He's dragging the foot. It looks nice. I love the fact that the Texans just took their time with this one. We're going to see some Tank Dell football this year. Texans, this might be a little bit better elevation because, again, they do have the rookie running back from last year. They still have Christian Kirk and I can't think of his name. The other number one wide receiver. But now Tank Dell is back on the field, so that is going to be wonderful for Texas football. I'm really excited to see what he can do. Coming back from injury, coming back from a year and a half. So he's going to be very well immediately talked about. He's going to be in the media a lot if he has a really good season this year. If it's mediocre, he might kind of get drowned away. As basically as it was hard to recover from the injury. Yeah, that's probably what you hear. So we'll have to really see what happens with him this year. But I'm excited to see. Let's see what other news has happened. A lot has happened in June. A lot has happened in June. Let me go check my notes real quick just to make sure I'm not missing anything else. Daniel Jones is also on the practice field now. He's not doing as much work as Patrick Mahomes is doing, but he's on the field. He's got a jersey on. He's got his helmet on, but he's doing more so individual drills. So he's more so just working on his mechanics and working on his footwork, I believe. So he's not necessarily engaging with other players yet. But what that means is, let's say Patrick Mahomes is ready to go week one. I would say Daniel Jones, if not week one, he could be published to week 4. Just depending. He could be ready week 1 as well. His timeline could just be shifted just a little bit. Like I said, he could be ready by training camp with everybody else. So they're probably just taking this a little bit more precaution with him as well. But it's good to see both quarterbacks are back on the field and ready to go this year. So it's going to be a fun, exciting year. We had a lot of good trades. I need to make a correction. I said Jaylen Waddle went to Atlanta. No, I do apologize. He is with the Denver Broncos. That is where he is with. That is who he is with. One notable thing that I saw in my notes that I do actually want to discuss, and it's with some prolific names in the NFL who currently do not have a team right now. Let's see. It was a pretty good list of names. So before we get to that list of names, we also have Odell Beckham Jr. returning to the NFL. Well, he never left the NFL, being signed by the New York Giants alongside Juju Smith-Schuster. Giants are desperate for wide receivers at this point. There's nobody out there, and they are grabbing what they can. It doesn't look good for New York. Just in the, I still think they can win 8 games with this team. I do think so. But man, it's gotta be kind of sucky that this is what you got to resort to because your number one ain't ready to go yet. He won't. It don't look like Malik Nabry's gonna be ready to go till like October. Like he can barely move his leg, so he might not be coming back this year. Anybody thought about that? He might not come back this year. Let's see. What else did we have that was important to talk about? Dylan Gabriel. Hey, look, calm down. The only way number 8 is being worn this year is by another player. Let's understand that. You might not be on the team this year. You might be the third quarterback. They might not let you go. But your number ain't going to be worn on the field. He wants to wear number 8 on the field. He's going to start. So, let's make it a thing. If it's about buying out your jersey, I don't think many were sold. I don't think he had to lift too much of a finger of a penny. So calm down. You'll get another number that nobody will know. And that'll be that. Let's see. What Gibbs is going to be the bell cow for the Detroit Lions. Listen, have you guys been watching tape? You guys been watching any tape? I've been watching a lot of film. I've been watching film since he got in the league. Isaiah Pacheco, because he's the backup running back. He's the backup. They ain't sharing nothing. He's the backup running back for the Detroit Lions now. But when he was he's a Super Bowl champion just because he's quarterback. But when he was a Kansas City Chief, I clowned him all the time. The boy can't run. He runs angry. He runs like with stomped feet, and it makes no sense. He has no fluency in any of his movements. That's why Coach came out and said he's going to be our bell cow now. Yeah, because you see what your backup. He's going to be wonderful for the goal line. So for fantasy purposes, people understand a bell cow means he's catching and running up and down the field. If he gets to that 3-4 yard line and he's had the ball about 6 times, understand he get pulled. Insert Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to have Isaiah's going to have at least 400 yards, maybe 515 on the season, because those are going to be all vultured yards and touchdowns. So be very, very careful when you draft Jahmyr Gibbs this year, because he will have a vulture behind him in Isaiah Pacheco. However, for PPR purposes, he is the bell cow, so you are good there with him being your number one back. You just understand he can get vultured with Isaiah Pacheco back there, okay? But he is the bell cow because Isaiah can't run. That boy, that boy has no fluency in his movements, man. He's stuck. He runs stuck. All right, so this is very important. All right, top names that are still available before training camp starts. Got it? Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Keenan Allen. Now, I want to see something real quick. Let me see something real quick. Well, they still have him listed as a Charger. Yeah, they still have him listed as a Charger. We still haven't listed as a Charger. So I don't know if this one's accurate. Deebo Samuels, DeAndre Hopkins, Trayvon Diggs, Marshawn Lattimore, Joey Bosa, and Taylor Decker. So there are some very notable players that are not signed to a team yet. So I think that's what it is. That they're still available because they're not actually signed. So they may still be on the team. Probably haven't signed a contract yet because they could get cut after OTAs or in training camp, or they might sign a contract there. But I think they're considered free agents at this point, even though they're still not detached from the team. So we'll just keep a close eye on those players. Mostly Keenan Allen. I think everyone else has been released, to be honest with you. Keenan Allen is the only one because they still have him listed as a Charger. All right. Moving right along, we are going to jump into our schedule predictions. So we're going to start with the AFC East. My banners. All right, AFC East. Who's up first? I think it's Miami. No, New England. You are up first, the New England Patriots. So I actually did this schedule just knowing A.J. Brown's coming to the team, not actually being on the team yet. So finding out he's on the team didn't have to make much changes, which is pretty cool. Find that finally that the trade is official. So dealing with the fact that they do have to deal with the Bills twice a year, the Jets won't be much, and neither will Miami. This is going to be one of probably the easiest divisions for both the Bills and the Patriots, and they both have easy schedules. I'm sorry, they really do. But the Patriots have a good enough schedule to get back into the playoffs. And with the help of A.J. Brown, I see that staying. I see most of the games staying right where they are. Maybe they could, because I have them losing to the Chiefs in week 15 on the Monday Night Football. So maybe with A.J. Brown, that'll elevate them to a win. But Not if without that happening, I still have them with a pretty good record. So week 1 on Thursday night, I have them with a win against the Seahawks. Yes, I do have the returning Super Bowl champs losing in week 1. Do I? Let me double check that. Make sure I ain't stupid. Yeah, that's got to change. I thought I messed up. Yeah, that's changing. So no, I'm still having Patriots lose. I knew I messed up on the Seahawks. I had to change that one to a loss. All right. So I have the Patriots winning in week 1. All right, week 2 against Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh is going to be up on their feet just yet. Even though they have Aaron Rodgers ready to go week 1, I still think they're just going to, week 2 is going to, I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to they're not really going to find a stride. They're going to kind of be an up and down team till late in the season. So it's going to depend on match level, to be quite honest with you. And I do believe, especially now with A.J. Brown on the team, they do match a little bit better over the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I have the Patriots winning in week 2. All right, week 3 against Jacksonville on the road. I have that as a win. Week 4 on the road against Buffalo, loss. Week 5 against the Raiders at home is a win. Week 6 at home against the Jets is a win. Week 7 Thursday night on the road against Chicago is a win. Chicago could steal that game though. Week 8 away against Miami is a win. Week 9 against Green Bay is a loss. That could change. I'm losing all faith in Green Bay right now. Between that ugly contract signing, between Michael Parsons not probably coming back till late October, I'm having a rough time with Green Bay right now. But I'm going to leave that as a loss for right now. Week 10 overseas against Detroit, that's a loss. Week 11 is a bye week. Week 12 Sunday night against the Chargers is a win. Week 13 against the Buffalo Bills at home is a win. Week 14 Thursday night against Minnesota is a win. Week 15 against Kansas City is a loss. Week 16 away against the Jets is a loss, but that could most likely be a win. I'm only giving them a loss because it's just to iron out division games and get an accurate season prediction. Week 17 against Denver is a loss. Week 18 against Miami is a win. All right, so with that, I have the Patriots going 11-6, not too bad. 6-2 at home, 5-4 on the road. They have five primetime games. Excuse me. And I have them going 4-1 in primetime. So not a bad schedule for the New England Patriots. Pretty good, pretty decent, especially coming off of what they did last year. Adding A.J. Brown, having a solidified offense this year. Defense is going to be top-notch. The only issue is, it seems like they're ignoring what's been going on with the coach. It seems like they're just going to kind of muscle on with the season. So we'll see how it turns out. Next up is the New York Jets. They have a pretty tough schedule. Geno Smith is the quarterback. I do believe he is quite on the decline as a quarterback player, as a player for in the NFL. I don't think he's going to be able to do much with the Jets at all. They're going to lose a lot of games. Even with the 3 first-round picks they had this year, they're going to lose a lot of games. They're going to have a great spot next year for those other, because they only had 2 this year. They actually jumped back in for that 3rd. So technically, they have 3 first-round picks next year. And they might muscle in for some others. Who knows? It's not going to be a good year for them this year, though. Week 1 on the road against Tennessee is a loss. They could win that game against Tennessee. But I'm giving Tennessee the benefit of the doubt that they're going to be a better team this year, even though they're only going to win like 6-7 games themselves. Green Bay on the road Green Bay at home in week 2 is a loss. Week 3 on the road against Detroit, that's a loss. Week 4, Chicago Bears on the road, that's a loss. They got to play that whole division in like the first 4 weeks of football. That's crazy. Week 5, they got the Browns. I give them a win. Now that Myles Garrett is gone, I think we'll leave it at that. So we'll see how it turns out with the Browns. Like I said, they look good, but we'll have to. That Myles Garrett was so much on that defense. When you lose a player like that, your defense tends to just not move the same. So we'll keep an eye on see what the Browns look like with the absence of Myles Garrett. But I'm still going to give them a win over the Browns in Week 5. The Jets will lose on the road against New England in Week 6. At home against Miami is a win. In Week 7, Week 8 at home against the Raiders is a loss. Week 9 on the road against Kansas City is a loss. Week 10 home against Buffalo is a win. Week 11 on the road against the Chargers is a win. Yeah, we'll give the Jets that win. I have faith in the Chargers. I want to, but I don't. That division is already tough as it is, and I think they're going to lose games they shouldn't do to the Raiders. I just don't think the Chargers are that good. So I'm going to give the Jets the win. I'm going to keep it at that. Week 12 on the road against Miami is a loss. Bye week in Week 13. Week 14 at home against Denver is a loss. Week 15 away against Arizona Cardinals. No, I'm going to give them a win against the Cardinals. I don't trust the Cardinals at all. I'm going to change that to a win. Jets. I have more faith in you than I do the Cardinals. What did I give the Cardinals? I said the Cardinals are going to beat the Jets. No, I was just being nice to give the Cardinals a win, but I think the Cardinals losing a lot of games this year. This is going to be one of them. I was trying to be nice, but I don't want to be nice. Cardinals might go old. Them Cardinals might not win a game this year. Have y'all seen their schedule? We'll get to that one in a minute. They might not win a game this year. God, who did this to them? Who hates y'all so much? It's like the curse of Kyler Murray. Oh my God. Yeah, we'll give the Jets that win. So let's move that up to 7 wins for the Jets. Home against New England in Week 16 is a win. Week 17 at home against Minnesota, that's a win. Week 18 on the road against Buffalo is a loss. So with that change from the Cardinals, we're going to give the Jets 7 and 10. Yeah, 7 and 10, that's fine. Let's see. Since that was an away game, we can change that. Hold on. Go back. Thank you. 3 and 6. All right, so 7 and 10 record, 4 and 4 at home. 3 and 6 on the road, 2 and 4 in the division. No primetime games. No primetime games for the Jets. Nobody wants to see y'all. All right, Miami Dolphins. So it's going to be cooking season for these fish. Somebody fry it up because them boys about to be dinner. It ain't looking good for them. Let's see. Is there a game I could change for the Dolphins? I don't have them winning 3 games. I got them winning 3 games. 3. There's maybe I have them losing to Minnesota. I have Minnesota being a better team than the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, I'm keeping it that way. All right, so we won against the Las Vegas Raiders on the road is a loss. Week 2 against the San Francisco 49ers on the road is a loss. Week 3 at home against Kansas City Chiefs is a loss. It's going to be nasty in Miami. They ain't getting nowhere, bro. This is bad. And you know what? The Hurricanes they might have a situation themselves, but that's more on Carl Talking College over there in CTC to get more of that college information. All right, let's see. Late afternoon, Minnesota Vikings is winning. Week 5, home against the Bengals, loss. Bye week in Week 6, and you know how I feel about those. Let's see. They're going to come off the bye week against the Jets on the road, and they're going to lose. They're going to, let's see, Week 8 at home against the Patriots. They might win. They somehow might win. Because they got to get a win somewhere out of here, man. Detroit is in Week 9. That's at home. That's a loss. Week 10 on the road against Indianapolis. That's a loss. They could win that game. Indianapolis may not be that strong of a team, so they could win that game. But right now, I'm leaving it as a loss. They got Buffalo Week 11 on the road. That's a loss. Let's see. Week 12 at home against the Jets is a win, finally. Week 13, they go back to doing what they do best on the road against Denver. That's a loss. Week 14 at home against Chicago is a loss. Week 15 against Green Bay Packers is a loss. Week 16 against the Chargers, I'm giving them a loss. I think the Chargers can beat the Dolphins. Week 17 at home against Buffalo is a win, and Week 18 against the Patriots is a loss at home. I have the Patriots. Do I have the Patriots winning twice on theirs? Miami. Yeah, I got the Patriots beat Miami twice. So, if the Bills can do the same thing too, both the Bills and the Patriots will end up in the playoffs that easy. I mean, this division is bad. It sucks. It sucks really bad. So 3-14 for the Miami Dolphins, 3-6 at home, 0-8 on the road. Their road games don't look at this. Look who had to play on the road, right? They have to play Vegas. Could they beat Vegas week 1? No, they cannot. They have San Francisco on the road. They have Minnesota on the road. That one they could fight and win that one, but if Minnesota shows a little bit of fight, they're going to end up winning that game. New York Jets on the road. It's a division game. I have them winning at home. Indianapolis Colts on the road. Bills on the road. That Colts game is the one on the road that they could win. Denver on the road. Green Bay on the road. So they could possibly steal that Green Bay game. Possibly. Depending on how bad Green Bay ends up down the line. Jordan Love just had a baby. These pappies in the NFL, they don't play good. They tired. They won't sleep. They're not good. When that baby come out, it's too much crying, bro. Oh man. All right. So yeah, 3-14 for the Miami Dolphins, 0-8 on the road, 3-6 at home, no primetime games. Nobody want to see the Dolphins. Look at that. And you notice everybody that got our primetime games most likely will be in the playoffs this year. Isn't that so funny? If they have more primetime wins this year, they're probably going to be in the playoffs. So we have last and least, not least for the AFC East, we have the Buffalo Bills. Not too crazy of a schedule. They might start rocky because the Bills do start rocky in the beginning of the season. First couple of games they do lose, and then they go, they even it out. This is probably just not the season where the Bills start off like 4-0, 5-0. I don't think so. I do think they have a stretch at the end of the season where they just tear through the NFL. So week 1 in the afternoon, away against Houston is a loss. Week 2 Thursday night against Detroit is a loss at home. Week 3 at home against the Chargers is a win. Week 4 at home against New England is a win. Week 5 Thursday night against on the road against the Rams is a loss. Week 6, and I'm definitely keeping it that way now that Myles Garrett is a Ram. Week 6 in the afternoon is against the Raiders is a win. Bye week in week 7. Week 8 afternoon game at home against Baltimore is a win. Week 9 Monday night on the road against Minnesota is a win. Week 10 on the road against the Jets is a loss, which may not be. Jets are going to be. I don't know if the Jets are going to be bad. To me, they lost Sauce Walker on defense. Like, I know they drafted a rookie, but that you don't replace greatness. You just can't do that. They don't have a quarterback. Geno's not a quarterback. You tell me where Geno Smith is winning more than 8 games, and on any team he goes to right now. You don't care how good they are. Tell me he's winning more than 8. He's not a good quarterback anymore. Let's see. Home, week 11 against the Dolphins is a win. Thursday night in week 12 at home against Kansas City is a win. They always beat Kansas City through the season. Week 13 on the road against the Patriots is a loss. Week 14, Sunday Night Football, Green Bay Packers is a win. Week 15, Saturday Night Football at home against the Chicago Bears. That's a win. Week 16 on the road against Denver is a win. Week 17 on the road against Miami is a win. And week 18 at home against the Jets is a win. With that record, that gives the Bills a 12-5 record, 7-1 at home, 5-4 on the road, 3-3 in the division, which most likely will be 4-2. Because I think they'll end up beating the Jets twice as well, or Miami twice. One of them, they'll end up beating one of them twice. And they actually could lose to Denver. They could lose that game to Denver in week 16 and still end up with a 12-5 record. So let's see. Prime time, they got 6. Bills got 6 primetime games. They're going 4-2, so they're going to win in primetime, and they'll be in the playoffs. All right, so we are going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we are going to dive into the the NFC West. So when we come right back, we'll dive into the NFC West.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Han.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living in different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FCC. All right, so we are going to start with the San Francisco 49ers. Dave, this one is for you. I hope you like it. I'm about to play a song, right? Now, San Francisco should have a pretty decent year. They have a wonderful, wonderful accommodation in Mike Evans, a wide receiver. So that's I tell you, that's a step up from what they were dealing with in Brandon Ayuk, who has been arrested for speeding and filming it. Well, not everybody deserves money. All right, so San Francisco, it's going to be a pretty tough year, but I do believe they should still have an above 500 record. Here the problem is, going 10-7. Sometimes will not get you into the playoffs. It is going to be, look, if you paid attention to a lot of the AFC teams that I did, you're gonna see a lot of 11 and 12 team wins, 13 wins, right? Over here in the NFC, it's low. It's a lot of 10-7s, 9-8s, and high 11-6. Like it's not too many 12-win teams in the NFC. It's a dogfight over here, okay? They're going to have to fight hard, but they should have they should have a decent year. Week 1 overseas against the Rams on the road is going to be a loss. Week 2 at home against Miami is a win. Week 3 at home against Arizona is a win. Week 4 against Denver is a win. Week 5 on the road against Seattle is a loss. Week 6 Monday night at home against Washington is a loss. Week 7. On the road against the Falcons is a win. They have a bye week in week 8. Week 9 at home against the Raiders is a win. Week 10 on the road against Dallas is a loss. Week 11 Sunday night against Minnesota is a win. Week 12 at home against Seattle is a win. Week 13 on the road against the Giants is a win. Week 14 at home against the Rams is a win. Thursday night in week 15 they're going against the Chargers. That's a win on the road. Week 16 away against Kansas City is a loss. Week 17 Sunday night at home against Philly, that's a loss. Week 18 on the road against the Cardinals, that's a loss. So they got a 10-7 record. Those 3 game losses at the end, that could put them out of the playoffs. That's where they're going to have to find one of the wins at the end of the season to stay. They have to go 11-6. They have to. It's going to have to be either Kansas City, Philly, or they're going to have to double down and because I believe the Rams are winning both games against the Cardinals, and maybe they are going to have to do the same thing. They're probably going to have to beat up on the Cardinals side. I didn't do it to the Cardinals because that would take away the Cardinals' only win. And I wasn't gonna go 0-16. I really should, right? I'm gonna give them their one win. That's that's the one win that's gonna keep San Francisco out of the playoffs. That's messed up. All right, so week 1 for the Arizona Cardinals, who announced Carson. I don't know because Jacoby ain't showing up. He won't get paid for winning one game last year. So I don't know what that's about. He want to get paid for his one game, and now you got Carson back there looking lost because he should start, because why shouldn't he start over Brissett, who only won one game? So you got quarterback controversy, you got running back controversy, you've got a lot of bad juju over there in Arizona, man. So we're gonna leave you with the one win in San Francisco in week 18. But week 1, that's gonna be a loss against the Chargers. Week 2 at home against Seattle, that's a loss. Week 3 away against 49ers, that's a loss. Week 4 against the New York Giants, that's a loss. Week 5 against the Detroit Lions at home, that's a loss. Week 6 against the Rams on the road, that's a loss. Week 7 against the Denver Broncos at home, that's a loss. Week 8 against the Dallas Cowboys on the road, that's a loss. Unless the Cowboys choke, they can't do that. So I have hopes right there, Cardinals. The Cowboys could choke for you guys. Then they turn around and got to play Seattle on the road in week 9. In week 10, they have the Los Angeles Rams. That's a loss at home. Week 11 away, Kansas City. That's a loss. Week 12 at home against Washington. That's a loss. Week 13 at home against Philadelphia. That's a loss. They have a bye week in week 14. Everybody's getting fired by this time. Week 15 at home against the Jets. That's a loss. Week 16 away against New Orleans. That's a loss. Week 17 at home against the Raiders. That's a loss. And then we have week 18 at home, finally, because probably San Francisco may have won the division, and they probably got a nice playoff spot, and they don't need a damn person in this game. So the Cardinals win. But by God, do you see their schedule? Take away the Chargers, take away the Giants, and take away New Orleans, right? They got to play Seahawks and 49ers and the Rams twice. Then they got to play Detroit. Then they have to play the Broncos. Then they have to play the Cowboys. Then they have to play the Chiefs. Then they have to play the Commanders. Then the Eagles. Buddy, this ain't no easy schedule. Yo, I'm telling you right now, if I'm an Arizona player in the locker room, I'm just not happy for the season. I'm just gonna look forward to the future, because this ain't it. Somebody hates this team because they're getting punished like they are. Because golly, bro, it's not that. Like, look, the Cardinals do not have a good team. They don't have a good team, guys. And then you put that up against all these teams that are good. Look at this: Seahawks playoffs, San Francisco possibly the playoffs, Detroit playoffs, Rams playoffs, Denver playoffs, Dallas possibly the playoffs, Chiefs playoffs. Okay, Commanders, possibly the playoffs. Eagles, possibly. They're going to have to fight a lot this year, but possibly the playoffs. But those are all playoff teams that this non-playoff team is playing against this year. Hey, bro. Cardinals should truly enjoy the number one pick. They might get Archie Manning because, golly, it ain't looking pretty. If the Jets thought their schedule was going to get them the number one pick, they didn't come over here and look at the Cardinals. This is absolutely atrocious. This is horrible. I like a good challenge, and I think I'd cry if I was coach. I would. I'd be worried about my job every damn day. Ain't no way in hell you gonna look me in the face and tell me I got to take this team and win these games. I mean, that's what got Coach McDermott fired from Bills. He told the truth about his team. One win, guys. One win for the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be nasty. Okay, the Super Bowl champs. I do think they're going to have a pretty decent schedule. Pretty decent season. They're playing some difficult teams, but nothing to where they can't win all these games. I only have them losing 5. Yep, only have them losing 5. Let me change that. All right. So Seattle returning or the defending Super Bowl champions. They had a great season last year. I do think they're going to repeat this year record-wise. Yeah. They're going to split with their division. They could possibly, because I don't think they're going to win the division. I think the Rams are going to win the division, even though they're going to have a better record than the Rams, which is fine because it just means that one will be in first place and one will be in second place because of the division win. But let's see. Thursday night at home against New England, I'm going to give them a loss. Again, like I said, I have them losing to the Patriots. Patriots get a little get back after losing the Super Bowl. Week 2. Away against Arizona is a win. Week 3 away against the Commanders is a win. Week 4 at home against the Chargers is a win. Week 5 at home against San Francisco is a win. Week 6 Thursday night on the road against the Broncos is a loss. Week 7 Sunday night at home against Kansas City is a loss. Week 7 Sunday night. Week 8 Monday night at home against the Bears is a win. Week 9 at home against Arizona is a win. Week 10 on the road against the Raiders is a win. Week 11 is a bye week. Week 12 afternoon. Well, I think I have them in the division. Week 12 on the road is against San Francisco is a loss. Monday night, week 13 at home against the Cowboys is a win. Week 14, that's a big game for the Cowboys. That game right there, Cowboys Seattle, I think is what gets the Cowboys into the playoffs. Or gets them, because it gives them 11 or 12 wins, so it'll get them in the playoffs. That's going to be a big game right there. Week 14 at home against the Giants is a win. Week 15 on the road against Philly is a win, and that's another big game because Philadelphia will need to win this game in order to stay in the fight to get into the playoffs. Week 16 at home against the Rams is a win. Week 17 on the road against Carolina is a win. And week 18 on the road against the Rams is a loss. So with that, I have them going 12-5, 8 and... Which one did I just change? Oh, I didn't change anything. It's kind of wrong. How many home games? See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I won't even take it. Oh well. All right. So 12-5 for the Seattle Seahawks. 5 games of primetime, 3-2 in primetime wins. Let's see. Next, we have the Los Angeles Rams. Now, with the addition of one of the greatest defensive linemen in the world, one of my favorite players, I'm so excited. Myles Garrett will hopefully help ensure all these wins for the Los Angeles Rams. Let's see. I have the Rams going 13-4. They do have a tough backhand schedule, but their front half is just absolutely amazing. So week 1 at home, overseas, San Francisco, they have a win. Week 2, Monday night at home against the Giants is a win. Week 3 on the road against Denver. That could be a tough game for them. They could lose that game. But right now I'm giving them a win against the Denver Broncos. Week 4 on the road against Philly, I'm giving them a win. Week 5, Monday night against Buffalo at home is a win. Buffalo could steal that game, but right now I'm giving that to the Rams. But let me double check, make sure I did do that right. If I gave it to the Bills, I'm going to keep it that way. Okay, I got to lose it to the Rams. All right, let's see. Week 6 at home against Arizona is a win. Week 7 on the road against the Raiders is a win. Week 8 at home against the Chargers is a win. Week 9 on the road against the Commanders is a win. Week 10 on the road against Arizona is a win. Bye week, week 11. Week 12 at home against Green Bay is a win. Week 13, Thursday Night Football at home against Kansas City is a loss. Week 14 on the road against San Francisco is a loss. Week 15 at home against Dallas is a win. Week 16 on the road against against Seattle is a loss. Week 17 on the road against Tampa Bay is a loss. And then week 18 at home against Seattle is a win. With that, they are going 13-4, 8-1 at home, 5-3 on the road, 4-2 in the division. 4 primetime games, and I got the Rams going 3-1 in primetime. So we have gone through every division but one. We got one more division next week. That is going to be the AFC West, where our 3-time Super Bowl champ, Patrick Mahomes, returns to his throne of the AFC. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be good. I haven't looked at the Chargers schedule. I can't wait till I do because I got them losing a lot of games this year. So, which means they could probably go 8. They could probably win 8 games. By what I've seen already and the losses that I've given them, they could probably win 8. They won't get into the playoffs. I don't have them in the playoffs. I don't have them doing anything in the NFL anytime soon. Sorry. So listen, before we go, I want to talk about one player. Russell Wilson has officially retired from the NFL. And I would like to say thank you, Russell Wilson, for your amazing career that you have put on display. You are a Super Bowl champion. Again, they called it Russell Magic for a reason because, look, when you got on the field, there's times you struggle, but there's some things when the game was on the line, when the back was against the wall, Russell Wilson went out there and played ball. He was an amazing player to watch. I loved watching him with the Seattle Seahawks. I even loved it. What was it? DK Metcalf's rookie season. They just had a beautiful connection. It was amazing to see. It was just amazing to see a veteran and a rookie just connect so well on the football field. So it was just a great career to see. It's time for him to go home, be a daddy, and end up on TV where we can watch him talk football and watch those curls just glisten in the camera. But Russell Wilson, thank you so much for a great career. You were an amazing player to watch, and kudos to your future and what you got coming next. Guys, thank you so much. Again, we'll be back next week one last show before I go on vacation for a week and going on Icon of the Seas. God, I can't wait. Look here, we are so obsessed with this. The cruise right now is in Coco Cay because it's Friday. Then we can come back tomorrow and it leaves. So that means when they come back next week, it's our turn. I can't wait. But until then, we have one more show, and we're going to go over the AFC West, and we are going to talk and get ready for Coach's position ranking. Because, guys, it's almost time, okay? It's almost time for fantasy football. Oh, I'm so excited. We got to go through position rankings for quarterbacks, wide receiver, tight end, running backs. We're going to put everybody where we need to put them in tier groups. And then after that, Coach's fantasy rankings begin. We're going through 200 some odd players. Some are going to be very important. Some we ain't going to give a damn about. Some we're going to wonder why we put them there. And then they piss us off when the season starts. But it's the love of the game, right? Fantasy football is almost here, guys. Yeah. All right. So congratulations to Russell Wilson on his retirement. Congratulations to Drake London on his payment. Congratulations to A.J. Brown on being traded to the Patriots. He looks happy. Congratulations to Myles Garrett. He looks happy. I ain't giving no congratulations to Christian Watson. You deserve that money. I don't care what you say. I'm petty. I don't care. I don't give a damn. What you want me to do? You can't play football. You don't average over 600 yards, and you got a paycheck. I got to be doing something wrong. All right, guys. That's my rant for the day. Coach loves you. I'm out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.